Hey, it's me, Bret Shuford. Welcome to the Bret Work. Honey boo boo child. This is the story of social media and the actor. Social media can be a very powerful tool for anyone in any business. It's a great way to reach lots and lots of people. This last year I took an amazing course called Social Media Power Players with an acting marketing guru, I would call her, Dallas Travers, and another woman named Therese Couture, who's an amazing social media genius. But they really taught me a lot about marketing yourself in a genuine way, an authentic way, and I've had a lot of fun ever since I've really taken the reins. If you're interested in learning more about how social media can help you as an actor or help your business in any way, I highly recommend that course. I put the link on here or down below. My experience as a working actor in the Broadway community with social media has always been the producers, the publicists, they really want you to tweet, they want you to use Facebook, like their Facebook page, make sure your friends like their Facebook page, and really trying to get the community, the Broadway community, and then the audiences to really be engaged through social media. So if you notice that a lot of the Broadway shows do this Saturday intermission picks, which right now, since I'm not working, I do Saturday unemployment picks. If you're not on Twitter, get on my Twitter page, and every Saturday I do that. If you're an unemployed actor, join in. If you're a working actor, do this Saturday intermission picks. It's really fun. What are the social media sites? There's Facebook, of course. I have a Facebook profile, which I share with just my friends and family, people that I grew up with, you know, that I know really well, and you know, I write statuses of my political opinions, which I'm sure they're all kind of sick of it, and maybe I should look at stopping doing that. But you know, my Facebook profile is the place to do that if I choose to. I'm always up for a debate, but I also have a Facebook page, which is a place where people who are interested in just knowing about my acting business, knowing about my work as an artist, they can just like that page and follow me. I can get to know them through the questions I ask. I do a question of the day every day. I post videos, I post pictures, and of course updates about what I'm up to as an actor. And then of course there's Twitter, which I'm obsessed with. I think of Twitter, somebody said this to me last week, Twitter's like going to a party with every single person that you've ever wanted to know and listening in on all their conversations. It's a great way to look at it. You can follow any actor, producer, sports athlete, famous person, and see what their thoughts are, what they're up to, and vice versa. They can know what you're up to too if you choose. And a more recent social media is Instagram, which I actually kind of enjoy. I like taking the pictures and posting them. I'm not quite sure of all the benefits of Instagram yet. It wasn't something that was in my social media power players course, but it's basically like Twitter with pictures. That's kind of how I see it. So there's been a lot of famous mishaps in theater with using social media. One of the probably biggest ones was a casting director tweeting during auditions. And, you know, it's an innocent mistake. She probably didn't intend. I think she thought she was maybe helping other actors. But an audition room, of course, is a safe place, should be a safe room for actors to come in and make mistakes and put themselves out there in a way that they're not risking anything as you would on stage in front of an audience. A more recent social media mistake that was sort of in the buzz with the theater was a girl going to see a performance here in New York and tweeting her opinions of people's performances and their quality of the show. And again, it was an innocent mistake, I'm sure, but in this community of theater where it's important that word of mouth gets out to sell tickets, it's important that we support each other as artists because work is not easy to come by. We have to really keep things positive and keep things supporting other artists so that it's, because we would want the same thing in return. It's a critic's job to critique a show. It's not our job to critique a show. If you notice, someone like Neil Patrick Harris always puts a positive slant on every tweet that he posts. If he goes to see a show, he says, "I really liked the lighting." I really liked the set. I think it's important that as people are getting to know us as artists, that we keep showing the positive side of who we are. So I discovered a hard lesson this week. I learned that the higher profile the job, the less likely the producers are going to be really supportive of social media on the set. I was filming a big movie, and I thought innocently I'd take some pictures with Instagram. It wasn't on set, it was like in the trailers and in holding. And I posted them, through Twitter, and didn't think anything of it. And as I was walking from the set after we wrapped, I got a phone call from the producers asking me to take them down, and they were very upset. Well, come to find out, some crazy paparazzo blogger went and found my photos on Twitter and posted them on some blog, and was speculating about who was in the photos because you couldn't see any faces. And we're naming these celebrities that were in the film, and unfortunately for that person, that was not anyone who was in the photo. It was just me and the guys. But because that got put on this blogger's website, I got in trouble. So I took everything down, and I think this is the lesson, right? We take responsibility for our actions, and I immediately deleted any post, any photo that had to do with this film, and I sent an email to the producers apologizing that it was my mistake, and it was innocent, and there were no photos of the set revealing anything about the story or anything. But I think we have to accept that social media is here to stay. It's not going to go anywhere. In fact, if we can embrace it, then we can learn from a lot of these mistakes, and we can prevent them in the future. I think ultimately what we have to do is, when we're about typing that status update or live tweeting, which is one of my favorite things to do. I love live tweeting, like during the Olympics, during the Oscars. Those are fun. If you're commenting about what somebody's wearing on the Oscars, that's different than, say, talking about their performance or putting themselves out there as an artist, right? But I think what we have to do is, if we've taken a picture and we're about to post it on Twitter or Facebook, or we've typed a status update, if there's any question, even the slightest question, of whether or not we think that's an appropriate tweet, if we think some people might be offended, if there's any question at all, don't do it. Don't send it. You're going to come up with something just as clever tomorrow, just as inspirational, or just as beautiful. And for today, it's okay to just let that one go, and know that you're going to keep putting out a positive picture of yourself as an artist that people will then want to work with as well. Have you had any social media mishaps? I do feel like I'm a little bit alone out there after last week, and I'd love to know if you've witnessed any social media mishaps, or if you've had any yourself, or if you're struggling to embrace social media. Why? What's keeping you from embracing it? If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter, follow me. If you're not on Facebook, why? What's your reluctance? And post your comments below, or send me a message through my social media sites, which are all linked right here on this website. Thanks so much for coming over to the Bret Work.